Welcome back, tasters, to another episode of Tim and Shayne Taste Everything. We're doing a bottle review today of the Heavenhill Bottled in Bond. Pretty heavy hitter in the bourbon world. Always a lot of chatter around this bottle.
Yep.
And we'll give this one a go. About halfway through this bottle, I guess. But we're going to see how it stacks up.
Stuff's reasonably priced. You see some wild swings in the prices for this stuff.
You do.
Some guys are giving it away for $40, and then
Mhm.
I've seen it online for like 80.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Yep.
I think around us is maybe 50s.
About 50.
Yeah, so
Yep.
a fair price.
Yeah.
If it's good stuff.
High 40s, low 50s.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. But
I suppose it depends on the distribution. And
that's true. How much they're able to get.
Right.
All that good stuff. And
Heaven Hills, I mean, they're known to make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Make some crap too.
They almost, I was going to say, they kind of run the gamut,
Yeah.
you know?
They got the bottom shelf all the way to the top.
Yeah. They absolutely do.
Yeah.
It's this is a 7-year.
Yep. Yeah.
It smells like Heavenhill.
Yeah, it does, man. It's like almost no heat, no ethanol kind of smell, really. You get kind of, I think it's almost like the most quintessential smells you can get.
Yeah.
It's like vanilla, oak.
Yep.
And not that that's bad, man. It just
Not at
smells very balanced.
Yeah. It smells like quintessential bourbon.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
smells like I almost don't. This is one of those ones where I don't want to keep sniffing it. I just want to drink it.
Yeah. Because you already know what it's going to be by smelling it.
Yeah, and I guarantee these flavors go over to the palate.
Oh,
like
yeah.
on something that smells like I've had this, I know they transfer over.
Yep.
But on something like this, when you smell that, it's a good sign.
Absolutely.
I think you know you're going to have a nice balanced bourbon.
It kind of smells like a little nicer Evan Williams, you know,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
I'll go with that. Yeah, dude, you get it for the price. You get it's not. I'm not going to say it's oily, but it's coating.
Yeah.
You get a huge hit. I get a huge hit of sweetness.
Yeah, I do
like
too.
It's like melted butterscotch candy with some baking spice.
Yeah,
that's
pretty well, and maybe some of that vanilla frosting.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
I always say.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know why I always get that vanilla frosting thing, but I get that in a lot of stuff.
Same thing I get with Rise and everything. Tastes like bubble gum to me.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them really do taste like bubble gum.
Yeah,
to me, but you get I think it's like that, almost like a minty gum kind of thing that gets stuck in my head. But
yep, like a Wrigley,
right,
or something like that.
A sweet mint, not like
Yep.
But this one really does have that vanilla, icing, butterscotch. Mm-hmm. I love the hit of sweetness off it.
Oh yeah.
And then it's not overpowering, because if that was all it was, it'd be like a one note thing.
Yeah.
Man, it goes into the nice baking spice, the oak.
Baking spice, oak.
Really good oak.
It's nice, sweet oak.
Mm-hmm.
Not tannic, really.
Oh, man. Second sip's even better. It goes perfectly from sweet to oaky.
It does. This would make a fantastic mint julep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
You want a bourbon like this that's gonna elevate and accentuate the mint, you know, because that's really all you're getting in a mint julep.
Yeah,
you're smashing some, you know, mint leaves with a little simple syrup if you want it.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's shaved ice or crushed ice or bourbon.
Yeah, and you want it. It's not one of those ones where you want to use a bourbon you're trying to get rid of. You actually want it to taste good and stand up.
Yes, you do. Because you're going to be stuck with it for a little while.
Right.
Until that melts down a little bit.
Yeah, and at this price, too, you're not mad that you're making a couple cocktails.
Absolutely.
You know, but also, that's what's cool about bottles like this, is if you can sip them and make cocktails that, you know, it's not a $50 cocktail.
Yeah.
That's a good deal, man.
Yep. I wouldn't be ashamed at all of mixing, you know, I shouldn't even say mixing something. You're making a cocktail with it.
Yeah. I mean, the bourbon's at the forefront. I mean,
Yep. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's just it's incredibly balanced.
It's, like I said, quintessential bourbon.
Yep. I'd almost, if you weren't I'd put this out there for somebody that's just getting into bourbon.
Yeah.
It's bottled and bond. It's 100 proof.
Yep.
But
if you
it
want
doesn't drink hot at
no.
all. And you want to know what bourbon should taste like.
Yeah.
Vanilla, butterscotch,
Yep.
oak, nice baking spices. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would really be better to try to introduce them.
No.
I really can't.
Not really.
At the price range, too, you know?
Certainly.
Man.
And it's getting, for a while, I think it was a little harder to find, but it's popping up around us at least.
We still got it it's still at Clinton, I would think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last time I was in there, they still had it in Clinton. So
cool.
Small town,
Little
if
town.
you don't know, in Wisconsin here.
Yep.
But yeah, if you can find it, man, buy a bottle.
Yeah,
if it's hard to find, buy two. So you got a backup.
It's excellent.
It's really good.
It's definitely one to keep on your shelf.
Oh yeah,
at all times.
That's a bottle where you run out, and I want another one.
Yes. Yep. If I don't have one, I'm gonna need to. Actually, and that being said, I think this is my only one right now.
Yeah. So if you see one at our local place, go pick one up.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to grab one.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff, man. I would put it up. Man.
Yeah, you don't want to just it's a nice, perfectly balanced, it's a good price. You don't want to overdo it because it's nothing crazy. It's not redoing the bourbon game.
No.
But man, you can't get much more quintessential bourbon.
It's a solid 7.75.
I was gonna say 7.9 for me. I think it's above average.
Absolutely.
And actually borderline really good. And it rides that line between, I think, people getting into bourbon, doesn't have too much heat, too much spice or any of that, but then people that already like bourbon, I think you'd enjoy this too.
Absolutely. Especially once even if you're used to lower proof stuff, after a couple sips of this, you're acclimated to it,
right?
And it drinks perfectly fine. And I always think 7 years is a great age point.
Yeah.
Just sometimes you'll get a little younger ones that just a little astringent. They're a little hot. They're a little punchy.
Tastes young.
Yeah.
A little greenish. Yep.
But you get too far over that, and sometimes you start getting into some of that real over oaked type stuff. 7, 8 years in that range. I think 7 to 10 is a great range to be in. For age.
Yeah, I think if you honestly, I don't know, I got 130 or 140 bottles. If I could only have 10 and I was going to share them with people and stuff like that, this would be on my shelf.
That would be in the top, in the 10 that I would.
I'd want it in there just because it's so accessible and so good.
Yeah, and you forget how good it is. Like, it's been a while since I've sipped on this.
Yeah,
but
it kind of gets lost in the thing, especially when you're trying all kinds of new stuff. But man, when you can go back to something like that, and it's great after all the time you've been away from it.
It's a mainstay, and once you get a little air in the bottle, and it opens up a little bit, it just it gets even better.
Yep. I'm a big Heaven Hill fan. You are a Heaven Hill fan.
Oh yeah, I love some Heaven Hill.
But even if I blinded that, I'm gonna be, that's a super balanced,
absolutely
great quintessential bottle.
I would hope that would finish in the top of blinds.
Yeah. Yep.
But can't go wrong, man.
Nope. Pick her up if you can find them.
Yep, right around that $50 mark is where I think it should be. So, but I think that's going to do it here for another episode of Tim and Shayne Taste Everything. We'll catch you guys in the next one.